who say they will scar, and she's so cold with gold. Lord, don't you know that she's so cold with gold, dripping from her soul, and she's so. Tell me, pretty lies, I can't hide what's inside.
Good, everybody. Welcome back to Spinner Podcast. This is going to be episode number 48. I got Jules Walcott here. But before we get into that, I got a few things to say. Check out my last podcast with FOTB Clothing that we talked about Sweet 16s. I didn't know anything about Sweet 16s. It was a good conversation. Check out Huey Gets Lost behind the camera. All my guys. 3000 Click is behind there. Biggs. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Hit me up at Instagram, SKBENITG. Fuck American Airlines. Subscribe to Spinner Tracks, my second channel down below. I'm releasing a new series. It's a panel discussion. It's going to be just random people. We're just going to talk about some topics. We're going to do one on conspiracy theories, and we're going to do all types of fun stuff. So get ready for that. It's coming soon. Anyways, introducing my guest. I got Jules Walcott. She's coming off her Dreams and Demons EP. Her Dreams and Demons video. She has a Everything I Wanted cover, and you got a new song dropping, Voices, in about a week now from this recording day. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm chilling.
All right. So tell me about. Introduce to the camera here. What we got here?
We got Milrose.
Milrose.
That's me.
Milrose. Another artist. So we have two artists. It's the Jules Walcott featuring Milrose. So tell me through like your young life in Holtzville. I have no idea even where the fuck Holtzville even is. I'm from Maryland originally, so I only moved here in 2016. Okay. So just like you, oh man, we're going through the same experience right now.
I'm just now getting it.
You don't even know where the fuck anything
is.
Dude. Oh my lord, you're gonna have to be
I just now learned to get to Starbucks without a navigator.
Oh my god. You're in for a real big one. We'll have to talk about that a little later. Anyways, tell me about Holtzville. What's interesting in Holtzville?
It sucks.
Really?
We're getting a Topgolf, but
really? Okay.
That's about it.
Topgolf?
Yeah.
Is it like a golfing course or what is it?
Yeah, so they have a lot of them down south. It's like one of those like big golfing ranges. Mm-hmm. And that's about it in Holtzville. And
okay.
I don't know, you can like compete with your friends and stuff, but I don't know.
Is it like good for amateur golfers and shit?
It's like you basically stand on a balcony.
It's like bowling, but golf.
Yeah, like you stand on a balcony, you have to hit it to a field, right? Mm-hmm. And if it lands in like a certain like big like net, there's like different colored nets, and like you got to get different points, and it basically just gives you an excuse to get drunk and play golf.
Oh,
because there's an
that is bar, awesome. Like, I'm gonna have to. There's not one in Long Island already, no?
I don't think so.
Okay. No. Wow. I'm gonna have to go to that. Is it like a driving range type of thing?
Yeah, it's like a driving range, but like more fun.
Oh my god. I'm gonna have to try this out for sure. You're gonna send me the Addy. Wait, is there like there's no great restaurants out there? There's no like
honestly,
schools like.
No, it's just empty and boring.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you were like growing up, like were you almost like I gotta get out of here? Like were you in that phase?
Yeah.
How early did that start for you?
Probably when I was like 9. I was like, I need to get out of here. Like I don't belong here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But I've grown to like Long Island.
As a whole,
just not Holtzville. No.
Okay, so if you could like cut it out. You could just take the map along and just cut it and just put like a lake there.
Yeah.
We'll do that and
that
we'll
works.
Renovate it.
Yeah.
Okay. I mess with it. Were you singing at this time at 9 years old?
Yeah, that was right around when I started singing. Mm-hmm. I was in like the choirs and stuff in school, and like I always was trying to get the solos and like stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then from there, I started doing like rock music when I was around like 12, and that's when I really found like my love for music. Mm-hmm. So I taught myself how to play like ukulele, guitar, piano, and singing. And I was in like bands and stuff like that, and that's when I like started to branch out and do solo stuff when I was a little bit older after that.
Okay, so you went through a band scene.
Oh, yeah.
Were you a lead singer in a lot of bands?
I was the lead singer of a metal band.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What time was, like, how old were you at this?
I was, like, 16. Yeah. Okay, and
so
that's where I kind of, like, got my start into, like, music and the music industry and learning what it was about. And we did some cool shows. We opened up for Puddle of Mud.
Oh, really?
Yeah, back that was like when I was like 17, 18. But it just wasn't for me.
It wasn't for you?
I loved the music, but like the actual music just wasn't good for like my voice, and so I kind of branched out and started doing pop, which was better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I don't think anybody realizes, you too, you're singing too, that you gotta like know about your vocal is it vocal cords, right?
Yeah, it's vocal
You
cords.
gotta make sure you don't tire them out too quick. I can see like Aerosmith, Steven Tyler, they did this whole video where they went like they did like a microscopic they put like a camera down his throat and they showed like his vocal cords and like how much they were vibrating.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, that would snap my vocal cords. Like,
There's a lot of people that like tear their vocal cords,
and that's like the end of their singing career almost.
Yeah, like really damage them. You know,
It's almost like a sport in a way. It's almost like you're like preserving like. Would you ever consider insuring your vocal cords? I heard people like insuring parts of their body.
Can you do that?
Yes,
you could do that.
LeBron James, I think, has put was it $100 million insurance into his body? I think it is. Something ridiculous like that. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yes. So like, would you? I don't know if you ever had the money for doing it.
If I had the money for it, fuck it, I'll insure my voice.
Insure your voice?
I don't know.
That's dope. So like, when you were heavy metal, oh man, how was the scene like doing metal?
It was really weird being like a girl and like being such a like young small girl going to these like metal shows and like all these big metal guys, and I was just like there like tiny, and I was like, hi, like I'm a singer, and then I go on stage and scream. So
were you like taking like how like Hayley Williams is in Paramore, where she just like, I feel like that's like is it like a similar type of vibe, or just everyone's like, were you the only female in your band?
Yeah, I was.
How was that? Like, we did tour around with them, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we did a little touring, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How was that? How was the feeling of that?
It was weird. Yeah, I always felt kind of like outcasted because they were like, "Oh, we're the boys," and then you're like the small girl, like just I don't know, take pictures for Instagram, like. So it was always weird in that sense. I never felt like I really like belonged with them. I always kind of felt like out of the group.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I definitely felt different being a girl in that scene. The scene that I'm in more like now with like pop and stuff, I feel a lot more welcomed. And I'm kind of like on my own, so I can kind of build my team myself, not just like join a band and then like be kind of the outsider. I can kind of build who I want around me.
Was that how it was? Where they like just offered it to you and you're like, you just look at it and you were brought in almost?
Yeah, pretty much.
Where you're the manager of your own team now.
Yeah. I run shit, so it's like.
Cool. So, how does it feel to be a boss?
It feels good. Yeah.
We're talking about boss. I mean, we're not the biggest bosses out here, I mean, there's bigger bosses. There's the people that run these big ass governments and everything. But we own our little things and.
Yeah.
It's a good time.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of the times, a lot of girls, they kind of just go right to relying on other guys and stuff like that. But I've always been independent. I always like tell my girls like, you don't need sorry, I love you, but I'm like, you don't need a fucking man to like run shit. Like do it on your own. Yeah. And that's always how I've been. And I feel like being a solo artist has like really empowered me in that sense that like I can be my own boss and I can do my own things, and like I don't need a guy to like make things happen for me. Yeah. I can kind of do it myself. And I think that was the difference from being in a band, because I always felt like I needed my bandmates to help me. And now, I can hire people and do things myself, I feel like.
Yeah. Have you gotten to a point where you're just like, you feel more confident in yourself through doing that?
Yeah, definitely. Being a solo artist, and for a while I was signed to a label. And that was pretty toxic. And
as a solo artist.
Yeah. And once I got out of that situation, that's when I really had to like find it within myself, because I was kind of like left with nothing. They had just dropped me out of nowhere as an artist, so they breached the contract out of nowhere. Probably not supposed to talk about that, but I don't care. Yeah. But after that, I was like literally left with nothing, so I kind of had to like rebuild myself and refine myself. And I think within that is when I found like my confidence and kind of got back to like being on my own like bad bitch shit kind of thing. Okay. Yeah.
Did you grow up that way, where you were like on bad bitch shit in Holtzville?
my mom, she always like would try to push me to be independent and stuff, but I always felt like my whole life I always try to rely on other people. I always was like searching for like friends to like make me feel good about myself, or always searching for a guy. And I think once that label had ended, also right around that time I had ended a really toxic relationship too. So so it was like I kind of was like stripped down to nothing, and it was like you either let this all destroy you and just, you know, go back to school and work 9 to 5, boring ass life, or you're like, no, like fuck that shit and like get back on your shit. And that's what I did. You know, I spent the whole summer like kind of rebuilding myself and refining myself, and that's when my music career really started picking up, because I think other people had started seeing that, and that's when I was offered like to go on tour, and I was, you know, offered all these new music opportunities, was when I really like got on my shit and started being more independent. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So let's go through your music catalog here. So when you got out of the band, how is it like? How, did you know in your head what you wanted to make at that point? Because you were making this type of music for the longest time, and now you have to be on your own and make your own sound. How was like what were your inspirations at that point? I
didn't really know like what like to do after that. In my head I was probably thinking that I was gonna like find a new band or something like that. But what actually had happened was I posted a video of me singing on Instagram. It was like, I think it was an Evanescence cover, and this was like maybe 2 years ago at this point. And you know those big Instagram singing pages? Yeah. I can't think of the word.
So like, do they have like, I mean, I'm not sure, but just is it like it'll be a page and then they'll just feature a bunch of singers and like
it was like stuff like that. I didn't even submit to it. They just reposted me like the next day, and the video went like viral. It got 250,000 views like overnight, and I got like 4,000 new followers from that, and I was kind of like, oh fuck, like I gotta do something with this. Right. And so one of my good friends reached out to me. She was like, oh, my boyfriend's a producer, you should get in the studio with him and do some solo stuff. And I was a little iffy about it, but I was like, you know, I got some like songs I've been working on the piano, maybe I can show him some chords, this and that. And literally the next day we were in the studio recording that first song. And you know, he put the beat together over my like chord progression, and from there I was just releasing songs, and people seemed to like really pick up on it, and I was like, I think I got to keep going with this. And like I really had no idea like what I was doing, because I was so used to being with a band. So like the first shows were like terrifying for me.
Really?
Yeah, because I would go on stage like myself, so it was kind of just like, okay, like if I fuck up, it's like all on me.
It's all
you know?
on you, yeah. So you and the DJ behind you, and that was it, or you just...
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. The first couple shows I had, it was like me and a guitarist.
Okay.
And then I turned it into just me and a DJ. Okay. And yeah.
Wow. I mean, do you get scared when it be all these people when you were in the band, and even with the guitarist or the DJ? Do you get scared as a performer and be like, if they like screw up, is that gonna like affect me, that type of thing?
Yes and no. I was more scared that I was gonna fuck up. Okay. Honestly, like when I get on stage and I know there's a big crowd there, I'm like fucking making sure I'm on check. Like I worry about them if they fuck up. That's kind of on them. But then if I fuck up, like I know it's on me. Like okay. So that's probably like the biggest thing. Yeah.
Okay. So then, where did you see after when you first started making the solo songs? What was the one song where you were like, yeah, that's the one. Like that's the one. Like that I know. Like I want to do this. Like not just fucking around with like doing a solo shit. What was the one that was like?
I think the one where I was really like, okay, I'm going in the right direction was Dreams and Demons. Okay. Even though it's not my biggest song, it's doing well right now. But like that was like the one song where I was just like, I'm in the right place. I know I'm in where I should be. And yeah, so it was definitely that song.
That one, yeah. Yeah. And what was going in, because you had the whole EP, that's the one song, but you built the whole EP around that one song were you doing?
Pretty much, okay. Yeah.
And what was like the themes, Dreams and Demons? I mean, it's something that's very, I don't know, my dreams have been kind of bad lately, so I don't know if I would really say my dreams have been all that great. Usually that's a good thing, like to dream is like a great thing, and the demons is like, just the other way, it's like down here, it's evil and bad. Like what was like going through your head when you were making that?
So, I think when I was writing this song, it was more a play on like, you know, I have all these dreams and like these things that I want to achieve and get to, all my goals, but along with that comes like all this bad shit and like things I've been through holding me back, all the toxic friends, all the toxic people, like just toxic things that I've been through, and it kind of like has held me back from getting to like where I want to be, kind of thing. And that's kind of what the whole song is about, is, you know, you have these dreams, these things you want to pursue, but along with that is going to come demons and negative things. And it's like, do you want to be brave and go chase your dreams and fight all those demons, or do you want to let the demons get the best of you and just kind of not chase what you want?
Okay,
so it was a play on that.
So demons is not only just bad, like evil stuff, whatever we would call evil, but it's like almost like life.
Yeah.
Life is like getting to 9 to 5 is like kind of a demon in your eyes in a way.
In my eyes, yeah. Not for everybody, but definitely for me, myself. If I were to just kind of give up on my dream and get a 9 to 5, I think that's when I would really feel like defeated and like my demons really got the best of me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And then so what about for voices? What's the idea for this one here?
So voices, this song was actually a freestyle. He produced it for me when I was out in Atlanta. I just wrote it on the spot, and I don't know if I could really say what it's about because I don't know. Okay. Honestly, I just took a bunch of like cool shit that sounded like really cool.
What was this like? How was this recording process going and everything? Man, God damn.
I've never seen somebody lay down tracks so quick in my life.
Really?
Like I'm serious. Like she just got in there and she was just like, well, we were driving, right? And I was like, let's go home and make a song. And she's like, all right, let's do it.
Okay.
We get home.
Just do it. You're like spontaneous in that way? Just do it. Just make a song.
Much, yeah.
We get home. She sits down. She writes down like a couple lines and she's like, okay. And then she stands up and just like lays down the tracks and didn't even really have to think about the rest of the lines.
So you had maybe like
just like
4 lines written and then everything else just came off like...
Yeah, pretty much. I just got like one word. I just thought of voices, and then I based the whole song around that. Like it's talking about like voices in my head and stuff. Like I don't think I'd be hearing voices in my head, but like I don't know. It sounded like some like scary like bitch shit. So I was like I think people are gonna like this.
Okay. No.
But that was like one of the first songs that I really wrote like without like any meaning to it. But it at the same time it does have meaning. It just doesn't have meaning to me.
Oh, for other people though.
Yeah, I think so.
Relate to that.
Yeah.
Okay. I never even thought of that, huh? So you would even write songs for other people. There's people that write songs. Okay, yeah, I just had an epiphany here because everyone I have is like, oh yeah, it's usually rappers. They're like, I had this experience right here, and I can't trust. So they'll make a song about experiences, but you're almost having something that you could have. What if you had that in the future? You ever think of that? Where you have you make a song now,
and it ends up retaining,
and then ends up making it in the future.
Yeah. That's happened.
It's happened. How has that happened to you?
That's what happened with our song.
With our song, yeah.
We wrote together.
Okay. Did you write the song before you guys were together? Did you write the song?
I did.
Oh, you did.
Before we even met, I'd already started writing the song. Okay. And the song it's called LA Girl, but she's from New York, and at the time I didn't know her. But
okay. To be fair, you do kind of look like in the LA a little bit. Let's be real here.
But the song's called LA Girl, and it's about basically like a couple that flies back and forth from state to state to see each other, and they have to go back home and all that type shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And 2 weeks after I started writing the song, and I already had all my parts recorded and everything. Mm-hmm. And it was just an open second verse that I hadn't started working on yet.
Okay.
We ended up talking, and I was like, yo, this is weird. This is actually weird. And then I told her, I was like, yeah, we should collab on a song. She's like, yeah, I'd be down. So she was like, I'm going to fly to Atlanta. And I'm like, okay, I got a song we can work on. Mm-hmm. And she, flies out there. And at this point, we had been talking for, a few weeks. And so, things started to develop more, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And so she landed in Atlanta at 10 a.m. 11 a.m. we were in the studio
Right.
12 p.m. the song was done.
Wow. And that was the first time you meeting each other, no?
Yeah.
And you were
First
working on a
time
song.
we ever met, yeah.
Wow. Oh my God. Okay. Jeez, that's like, so that was your first date almost in a way, was making
Pretty
a song.
much. Yeah.
Wow, in the studio. How productive. Like, that's great. And it might get being released as well.
Yeah.
That's so awesome. That's quick. That's cool. So, was working with him a different sound for you? Like, what does he like bring to the table that's like different for you? Because
I definitely I like that he can do vocals really well, and I feel like I'm so used to working with rappers and stuff like that. So like when I was able to like really work with like another singer and like a guy singer, it was like really cool for me to have somebody like who can actually like do like music like in not saying that rappers can't do music. Obviously they can. It's like a different kind of style. Oh my God, cut that out.
No, but I get what you mean though. I totally understand what you mean, because are you also on instruments too, or are you just singing? Or?
Well, in my music I just sing, but
you're a producer too, no?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. See, right there, that's to me a musician easily.
Yeah. So, and the thing is too, with me moving out here, like we live together, and so we have a studio in our room, and so I just produce and record everything for her. So.
Okay, cool. Wow. So every day you're working every single day now at this point?
Pretty much.
We took kind of a break over like Christmas, but now we're back on it like every day.
Yeah. Did all those like Christmas cookies, they didn't like screw up the vocal cords or anything like that? Were you everything all good? Wait, you were in Christmas? You were Christmas here? Or you were in Christmas here?
Yeah.
Wow.
I moved here, I think, like December 8th, I think I moved here.
Yeah, it's December 8th, yeah.
3 weeks later, it's Christmas time. God damn, yeah. No, there was like, I haven't been here for Christmas. I always go back to Maryland how was the Long Island Christmas? Is it nothing special?
It's
Because there's this thing at the beach. I don't know which beach. I think it's at Jones Beach. There's like this big thing.
the light show.
You went to the light show.
I went to the light show.
Yeah, how many times have you been to the light show?
I went once. That was my first time.
That was the first time. What did you all think of it? Review it for me.
Yeah,
Do a Yelp reviewer.
You just kind of like, you just basically drive through like this big display of like Christmas lights, and it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Were they doing a bunch of creepy songs like on there and everything? I don't know.
They had like a radio station that you like tune your radio to while you're driving through the place Christmas music.
Okay,
yeah. We were listening to like Juice WRLD. So.
R.I.P. my man.
Oh my
Wait,
that was like a couple days after he passed.
Yeah. Wait, you did December 8th you came here?
Yeah.
To Long Island? Wasn't that the day he passed? I don't know. Or was it the
It
9th?
wasn't.
Wait, let me look this up. Hold on.
It may have been. The thing is, I think
I had been here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because like I know he might have died overnight. I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I think he might have died overnight.
I know it was the morning because I remember you woke up before me and you were on your phone.
Up.
And then you wake me up. The first thing he says, he's like, Juice WRLD died. And I just like,
good
good morning.
Woke up because I literally like opened my phone and I was like, holy shit. And that woke her up and I told her and she was just sitting there like.
That is not the first words that you want to hear.
No, it's not.
No.
That was the exact same thing when Peep died. I was, it's like, that girl's. But anyways, I woke up and I got a text on my phone and said, some of my friends that Lil Peep died. I'm like, are you freaking serious? Like, I was supposed to see him 2 weeks before, but some shit came up and I was like, I couldn't go. But I was supposed to watch him perform and I'm like, God damn it, I really wish I did. Anyways, yeah, I've seen Juice WRLD twice, so Juice WRLD was a good performer. Wait, what was your favorite concert you ever went to?
My favorite concert I ever went to. I think it was Jessie Reyes. I don't know if you know who she is.
That sounds familiar.
It's like a pop artist.
Yeah, she's a pop artist.
Was this recent or was this a while ago?
It was about a year ago.
Okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was so fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've never been to a pop show. Like, how's a pop show? Usually I ever go to a show and it's like mosh pits and fucking.
Oh, it was mosh pits.
Really?
Yeah, she's crazy. She's like pop, but she's like crazy.
Oh my lord.
It was so fun, yeah.
And what was your favorite concert you ever been to?
Grayscale. I don't know if you know who that is. It's like Grayscale. Yeah, it's a pop punk band.
Okay.
So I pretty much all I listen to. I mean, I listen to a lot of music, but like at this point in my life, I'm just pretty much listening to rap and pop punk all the time.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
it's like, Grayscale's a pop punk band, but they're one of my favorite bands. They're just fucking nuts live. They're really good.
Yeah. So wait, I was like for a half second there, I was looking in your eyes. I'm like, this boy's gonna say Toby Keith or some country shit. he's gonna pull out the Southern card on me.
I might be from like.
Where does where does the South start for you?
What do you mean?
What state does the South start?
I feel like it probably starts in Virginia.
Virginia is
probably where it starts.
God, yeah.
And
like
as you go down, it just gets worse and worse.
Yeah, oh man, I drove. It was summer of 18. I drove from Maryland to Florida. Florida, not to me, that's a fake ass southern state. But I drove through South Carolina, North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia. Oh my, Southern Maryland, which is where some of my family's from. That's kind of like.
Well, see, I basically did the opposite drive on the way up here.
Oh, so you drove to get up here?
I drove here. It was like almost 15 hours.
God.
So.
Did you drive 15 hours straight?
By myself, 15 hours straight with a car full of all my shit.
No, my
full
God.
of nothing but my studio equipment and clothes. That was all I had.
That's all you had. Wow. Oh my God. So that's what your suitcase was full. But no, I drove through the South and like there was like mad signs, about. There was a bunch of Donald Trump signs. There was a bunch of hate Obamacare signs. Like I was going through it.
I'm like, no idea. It's ridiculous down there, man.
Yeah, and honestly, like you would see like a house every now and then, and you're like, oh my God, what the fuck is in that house? Like I could only imagine what's in these houses.
Meth is in the house.
Yeah, people don't realize. Like you watch those cop shows, it's like houses like that have like huge drug busts and things like that. Oh my God.
Well, no, like one of my favorite things that the guy that like he makes a lot of the beats to my songs and stuff, and he's one of my best friends from Georgia. And what we would do, we would hang out and like make music, and when we were done, we would order Chinese food. We would go on YouTube and watch this show. I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of like Cops. And
Live PD?
Live PD.
Live PD.
Yes. And there would be like Gwinnett County, Georgia episodes, which is like where he lived. And so we would watch him and we'd be like, oh shit, I know that guy. And it's crazy. Like he would be like, oh, this guy that got pulled over on 85 going 110 and a fucking 70. Yeah. And he had like meth on him and shit. He's like, I went to high school with him, bro.
Dude, that's insane. That's nuts. No, because like I will watch that and I'll see like some of, not my county's never been on there where I'm from, but like some of the other counties that my family members live in, and I'm always like, and maybe like my cousin's friend is gonna be on here once, or maybe like my cousin himself will be on here once, and like what will I think, and what will my parents think? All right, so getting back to that, yeah. Do you like to watch Cops?
I actually used to watch the live
PD. You used to watch the live PD. It's a great show.
Yeah.
Did you watch it together or?
We've never watched it together. No. Right now we're watching You on Netflix right now.
I've heard about that. I'm not a big binge watcher, but I've heard like
we're usually not either.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only one we've been on.
Is it action or like what is it? Romance or what is it?
Creepy.
Yeah, it's about like some guy that's like obsessed with this girl and like stalks her whole life and like killing all her friends like secretly, and she has no idea, and she's dating him.
Oh, she is dating him.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
my Lord.
He's literally like murdering her friends and shit, and she doesn't even know.
No idea. Yeah.
Because he like keeps up with their social medias and makes it seem like they're still alive, and she thinks that they're just off doing like whatever.
Oh my Lord!
It's really crazy.
No,
Man.
so it's like a very like 21st century horror type of show, kind of.
Yeah, really wild. It's scary because it could actually happen. You know?
Yeah, it could.
Yeah.
It very much will. Like all these
really
people
weird.
can. Once I saw the Jeffrey Epstein thing. And once I saw, like, there was, like, another kid, like, some British, like, really weird-looking guy who got away with, like, 136 assaults or something like that. I'm like, now that stuff is coming up, I'm like, there's some of those people like that.
And see,
really
it makes
exist.
you think, too, like, obviously there's, like, the issue of, like, copycat killers. You know what I mean? So, like, what if somebody watches that show and they're like, I'm going to do this? You know what I mean? It's kind of scary. Like, it's really weird.
What's your all fears? Do you have fears?
Well, definitely that. After watching that show, I'm like, Blake, no.
I'm not doing this.
Some other fears. I don't know. I used to be scared of being alone, but like I've definitely gotten over that. I don't know. I guess spiders are a little scary.
You don't like spiders? I don't like the ones that are really small. Like their bodies are really small and they got really big legs just for no reason. Like their legs are like, you take their body and each leg is like 10 times as big as their body. So unnecessary. And imagine being like a small little spider there and like having to control those big ass legs. Like you have the little body. Yeah, the long legs. Like, how the fuck is this little fucking body right here controlling these legs that are this fucking big, you know?
You know what's crazy is apparently those long leg spiders are like the most poisonous spider in the world, but they can't bite.
Because they... Oh. I
really
see.
Weird.
Okay, yeah. Have you ever gotten bit or like injured?
But,
No?
Well, I got injured.
Yeah,
but-
no, I haven't gotten bit by a spider, but I did get attacked by bees one time.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, this happened.
I was with some friends when I was like 14, and we were taking a shortcut to get back to my friend's house through the woods, and I stepped on like a bee's I guess it was on the ground. I don't know, but I stepped on it, and then both me and my friend, we got like stung like 20 times, and then her boyfriend was like, he like took his shirt off, he was like whacking all the bees off of all of us.
That's gonna work.
One of our other friends was like gone, like we lost him for like 30 minutes. He just ran away. It was a
Did you have
mess.
pink hair at the time?
I was like 14. If I was 14, no, but if I was 15, yeah.
So you've had pink hair since you were 15?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. God. Yeah. Because you always see like animals sometimes get triggered by certain colors. You know. So I don't know if pink was one of the colors. You know. You get bulls. They get pissed off when they see red. Yeah. You know. And I'm like, good thing I don't really wear red like that. You know. A bull. You know, coming after me. But there's something I'm going to tell you about bulls in a moment. Yeah. Wait, so about the pink hair, that's one of my topics I had here. Because I don't think there's been a single picture. If you've never had a single picture without the pink hair, like, that you've ever posted?
No. There's probably some on, like, Facebook with, like, my, like, brown hair. But, like, my mom's posted. But I don't know. It's just been so long that I've had it that it just, I don't know.
It almost seems like it's your natural hair color.
Yeah.
I've had blonde for a year now. I have like a very my brown is like I don't know if I can see it. No, you probably can't see it, but it's lighter than you. Where you dyed too?
Mine's not naturally discolored.
Oh, I knew it! I knew hair was naturally that. But wait, what's your natural hair color?
It's like dirty blonde naturally.
Dirty blonde.
Yeah, which is weird because I have like really dark eyebrows.
Okay.
So it like, doesn't match.
Wow. Have you ever seen him with the dirty blonde hair?
I've seen pictures. I've never.
When you actually met me, it was kind of like brown.
Yeah, it was like lighter brown.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And how often are you hitting the hair salon?
I do it myself.
You do it yourself now?
Yeah.
Okay,
I've always done it myself.
Okay. Wait,
Yeah.
since the day one, you've always been yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then how long? What about you? How many times do you hit in the hair salon?
I've always done it myself too.
Really?
Yeah, but
so I'm
I've
the only one
been
getting
doing
finessed.
it. I'm 24 now, and I've been doing it since I was like probably 16.
16?
I just change it all the time. It's been bleached. It's been black, brown. Like,
Oh my! Pink?
It's not been pink yet.
No?
Not yet.
Not yet. Oh man!
She told me to do it pink. She was.
I
like,
think you
"No,
should get like
gotta-"
a strip of like pink in
That's
his
what
hair.
I was saying. Like, I would honestly, if I were you, if you're gonna do the pink, go blonde and then add pink.
The reason that I don't want to do that is because I don't want people to say I'm biting off Peep.
You're biting off Peep.
Because he had the black and pink hair.
Yes. Well, the black and pink. Well, if you did blonde and pink though,
Yeah, that's true.
you could do blonde and pink. You could do brown and pink. You could do, I don't know. I guess you could do blue and pink, but I don't want to do that if I were you. Oh God, no. What's like the one color that you don't think that should touch hair ever?
Oh my god.
Orange.
Orange. Interesting.
I don't like orange.
I don't know. I think
Unless it's like natural, like ginger hair, but like when people dye it orange, I feel like it looks really weird.
Yeah. I don't know.
I got this rainbow
I'm
here.
like looking through it, seeing which is the ugliest color. I think the green in this one. Like if someone were to dye their hair like that, like I'm not talking about the girls who do like the blue and then it fades to green. I'm talking you just go straight for that color. Like,
Oh no, yeah, I don't think green's a move. I think that's the one color that should never touch hair. Like when you open up a crayon box and you get that green, that like forest green. That's the one nobody should know. No, that's like there's a few things. I'm sure with you and you, where you're looking for somebody, you're like, okay, this is like my one like absolute no. For me, it's hair. There's two. There's a 1A and a 1B. 1A is like really short hair, and I'm not. Forget that. Like the boy, like Ellen DeGeneres hair, I can't do it. And then the second one would be green in the hair.
You know what's kind of weird, and like
What's
I
up?
never thought about this until you just said the crayon analogy.
Yeah.
You know what's a pointless crayon?
Which one?
White.
Yeah.
That's the most pointless crayon that exists.
What was pink your favorite color always, or?
Yeah,
Oh, it is your favorite
yeah,
color.
yeah.
Okay. White, yeah. Like why? Like you? Okay, black.
What are you gonna do with it?
Well, do you have black construction paper sometimes? Do you ever do that as a kid?
No.
No.
I never did.
I think wouldn't it show? I mean, that's the only thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Probably,
That's the only thing I can think of. Is white in a rainbow?
No.
No.
I don't know.
Is it a color? Is white?
No, it's not a color.
It's a shade,
Oh
right?
yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
It's a
There's
shade.
Yeah.
Roy G. Biv, right?
Okay.
There's no W in
The
that.
W is silent.
Okay. And there's no. Some people are they're putting teal in as a color. Do you like in the rainbow? Do you believe in that? Do you believe in this wild conspiracy of teal being a color? This color. Wait. Oh shit! It's not. Oh, there it is.
Maybe
I
not
don't
in the
know.
rainbow. I mean, yeah, in the color wheel.
Because
but
now I've been seeing they're doing now 7 color rainbows. It's a real
I don't know,
thing.
that's kind of weird. I've never heard of that.
But I can see where they're coming from because there's like indigo in there, and that's like kind of a mix between blue and purple, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like teal, that's like blue and green, right?
Yeah, it'll be a blue and green mix.
So I understand where they're coming
Mhm.
from, but I feel like they should take out indigo. Like, I don't know.
Indigo? You don't like indigo?
No,
Yeah.
like why is it there? Like
You know why? It's because I think blueberries are like that color. You know, blueberries aren't blue.
They're like
They're purple.
Yeah.
They're purple. That is
I
unbelievable.
guess it sounds better than purple berries.
Yeah, like imagine we had purple berries. That
that
sounds like it should be in
poisonous?
some like
It sounds like
it would either
something
be
from,
poisonous or it
Did
would
you ever
be.
watch Adventure Time?
That's what I'm saying. I was about to say
like.
like some cartoon, but
Yeah,
I was thinking like
purple berries.
purple berries. Yeah, let's go eat some purple berries. Or then you'll have like some, or it's that those are people that's be saying it, or like weird dudes on the street, like the weird guys in. I heard in Patchogue they have like a lot of like weird ass like motherfuckers that like roam the streets.
oh yeah.
You do? You been there?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
Patchogue's right next to Holtzville. Oh my god, they're so creepy.
Really?
It's like you get there's like the whole main street of Patchogue, and then there's like the really nice part with all like the nice bars and everything. And you walk a little bit down the street, like past like the Family Dollar, and that's where they all
never a good sign,
are.
Family Dollar.
And like if you're there with like just your girls, like forget about it. Like it's like
It's up.
catcall like city.
Oh man! Wait, you've been out there before? Or?
Yeah. Just like to go out to eat with like friends and stuff.
Oh,
but,
okay. Yeah.
But if you go past like the Family Dollar, like
That's like the transition.
It's
No, like
over.
I've seen a few bar fights, and the Long Island fights are all out of that strip.
Oh yeah.
They're all at Patchogue, or they're all at Hampstead. It's one or the other. But you can quickly tell like which is which because Hempstead is like it's almost like Queens. It looks like, but that one I haven't been out to Patchogue one time in my life. How has it been going to Long Island, dude?
I like it. I mean, I was in Georgia for 24 years, so I mean,
Okay.
it just kind of
Time
like
for a change up.
yeah, I just needed to change up because I mean, where I grew up originally was like in the middle of fucking nowhere. Like I basically lived in a cow pasture, bro.
Oh God.
Like you could smell like chicken shit in the mornings and like no, that's how it was. Like
Wait, and you were still living there when you visited him, or
no,
was
no,
he?
that's not where I
no.
lived at that point.
Okay.
I moved out of that area when I was like 19, and then I
Okay.
moved like to Atlanta, like in the city.
Oh, so you were living in
that area.
Atlanta?
And so I was like always in like downtown or like metro, like something like that.
Okay.
And I did everything around there.
Mhm.
Got bored with that, and so I was like, I need to move.
You need a change up in
Just
your life?
bored.
Yeah.
Like she came and she was there for a few days, and she was like, "This place is fucking boring."
Really?
I was like, yeehaw town. Like,
What's your favorite place that you've been to?
I think Miami is my favorite. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We're going back there Tuesday. I'm so excited.
Really?
Yeah.
For a trip or music, or for just hanging out?
Just a trip.
We were there last week too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we were bored on New Year's. It was New Year's Eve, and we had literally no plans.
We
And
were sitting in the McDonald's parking lot eating McNuggets, and she was like, "I'm going to order plane tickets right now."
and we did it.
How many days were you there?
We just went for like 2 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just went to Miami and just sat on the beach for a little bit?
That's exactly
That's
what we did.
yeah. That's pretty much what we did.
Oh my God, that would have been so nice. I've never been to Miami before, but I'm
Oh, it's
21 now. I'm
beautiful.
trying to get out there, man. Like, I'm trying to see what's up. Like Pitbull, what the hell Pitbull's talking about? Like, what gives Pitbull all that energy? You know? There was a question. Okay, so it's a would you rather? Would you rather have Pitbull, all artists, so you as an artist, you could only sing one Pitbull song, but it would be done in every single type of way, or every song in the world has to be done by Pitbull. If you get what I'm coming from. So yeah, Dreams and Demons, that's done by Pitbull now. Deja Vu, say my Pitbull. all my favorite songs, say my Pitbull.
It couldn't be like that.
No.
I couldn't do it.
No.
I can't stand Pitbull. So
So you would want it where the only song that you can, on my Marshall rule, The only song that you all can sing, and you guys gotta do as much as you can with it, is one Pitbull song.
But I can do it in any style, right?
Yeah, any style you want. You can go opera, country, rapping.
I could work with it.
The only other option
Beatboxing.
would be Pitbull's the only artist in the world, basically.
Yes, correct. He's the only one who can make music. He has conquered the world, and he's won World War III. He won World War III, and his one rule is like, God damn it, I'm outlawing music. I'm the only one who can do music.
He just like knew
for the rest of his
everybody.
life. Yep, for the rest of his life, which is gonna be that dude's gonna be around looking like that for about like 60 more years. He probably might be 50 by now. He's living to his 120.
Mr. Worldwide.
He's outliving me for sure.
Oh my god, that would be a sad world if Pitbull was the only artist. Like, I'd be sad. I'm gonna have to go with the other one.
So you're gonna do this one Pitbull song?
I'll sacrifice myself.
I'm trying to remember what his big hits were.
I don't even remember.
I just remember, isn't it you say it's Mr. Worldwide? Like,
That's all I hear.
with
like,
the shades, like.
Oh man, would you all do on TikTok? You could do a Pitbull video.
Oh my goodness.
Hotel room service. Oh yeah, that's one. I remember that one from middle school. That shit was trash. Okay, let's do. All right, we gotta have a discussion here, a real discussion about e-girls, e-boys, TikTok, all this shit right here, because I don't understand this shit at all. I've been falsely accused, in my opinion, at work, saying, "Oh, you're an e-boy, you know."
You are 100% an e-boy.
But does e-boy go? Like, what is like the requirements of an e-boy? You're on TikTok, you're seeing this.
Well, okay. You have the hair. You have the necklaces.
You even have the earring. Like, you have the e-boy,
they all wear that.
the dangly
like,
earring.
exactly.
I put the earring because I felt like it made my face look a little bit like more like shaped.
The rings on your fingers. That's
The
the e-boy
rings.
thing.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of a recent thing, and it's weird because people have kind of like said the same thing about me. But
I don't know if I'd go there with you.
I'm like borderline. People say. But
Borderline.
What's
okay.
weird to me though is it's like I'm only like even in that area because of like the whole emo phase. You know what I mean?
That's the thing. Like
Because I grew up through that, and
Yeah.
so I was like the whole scene kid and everything. Like back when I was a teenager. You know what I mean? And so that kind of like I'm just like a recovered scene kid.
That's what I'm saying. Like you're
basically what I am.
like coming out of the scene a little bit. You know, like
Yeah.
you spent your time. Did you ever go to a Warped Tour?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, you went to Warped Tour. You went to Warped.
Tour.
You can't even get that past me. I never went to Warped Tour. I'm not. But I could see like where you're an ex, but it still lingers with you.
Yeah.
I wonder how your generation, like the Vans Warped Tour people, when they're 45, 50 years old, like they're still singing like the same songs from back in the day.
Hopefully, most people are like recovered from that. Like,
I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't ever really even like listen to the music that I used to listen to at that time anymore.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. What was your favorite Warped Tour band?
probably Paris. Or
Paris.
like New Year's Day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I was really little. I used to listen to like Sleeping with Sirens.
See, that was one I was knowing that was gonna come up.
Oh my god. I was like 12 and like.
Damn. How do they recruit so many people to the Warped Tour scene? Like it's like that army could beat Iran. I know it could.
Oh yeah.
That army would destroy Iran.
They would just come through
Wall of
like
death.
crowd killing everybody.
Yeah, like these motherfuckers have gone through a lot. They've stage dived and busted their heads open. Like these guys have. Like,
could you imagine like
They're all,
hardcore
like,
dancing in the
sad as
trenches?
shit.
what was the? I went to like one concert that would have been like I guess considered like kind of Warped Tour-y. I was brought by an ex-girlfriend to a Blink-182. Who was the one? Oh shit! It was a band from Baltimore. It was her favorite one.
All Time Low.
Oh, that's the one. And then there was one that was a little bit more heavier. It starts with a D.
Dance, Kevin, dance.
No,
that
not
would
Dance
not
Kevin
work.
Dance. No. A bit more heavier, just slightly more heavier. Day to Remember. That's what it was.
Okay.
So it was those three, and I saw the mosh pit in there, and there was a huge dudes. I'm like, yeah, these guys could definitely take Iran like, for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but this the e-boy thing, does you think it? For me, I would think it goes a little bit further than just like a look. Like you have to have the personality of an e-boy, right? Like you kind of got to roll your eyes
they have,
on
like,
there.
a whole like thing on TikTok.
Yeah, they
It's
do
kinda
that weird like thing where they like tap their head and they like roll their eyes like that.
They do like this thing, like you know how like you have like the dangly earring.
Yeah.
They do that, but they like attach like jewel pods and shit to them. Like.
Oh, enough, man. We don't need that.
It's like weird shit. Like I don't even know. It's just the whole like culture, but it's weird because it's like going back to the whole like emo phase thing that like I went through. It's weird to see it now, like because it's kind of like a emo like looking kind of thing, you know what I mean? But it's weird because I remember getting made fun of for that shit.
And
now it's like
so
mainstream
bad.
on TikTok. Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to be an e-boy. I want to be an e-girl." Like it's just so weird.
I used to get bullied for that shit, for like wearing the band tees and like
exactly. And now it's like mainstream
ugly
to do
ass
that.
like ripped stockings and shit. Like
yeah, like did you have the knee-high Converses and all that shit?
Oh yeah, I used to wear it every day. I used to wear a pair of Converse, like these ripped stockings, because I'd rip them by accident. But I like used to be like, oh, it's edgy.
Oh, it's edgy.
Because I didn't fucking have my new ones. And then I'd wear shorts with that. Mind you, it was like January too, like the middle of winter. And then I would wear like some like band tee, probably a band that I never like listened to or like listened to like one song.
Really?
Or probably looked up like one song just in case anyone asked me. I would have like an answer, be like, yeah, I listen to Smells Like Teen Spirit, like.
Oh, you know the Nirvana.
And then like I would wear like.
Was this high school or middle school?
This was high school.
High school shit.
Mind you, this is only like 4 years,
This
four
was
or 5 years ago.
4 years ago, and you're looking totally different than what you were before.
I've definitely had my glow up. I don't know, something.
Nah,
something
I went to
glow
private
up.
school. Like I got switched to Catholic school because I had bad grades and bad behavior. So I was in public school, then they switched me to private school. So I missed all these great times that I could have had. How old are you?
I'm 20.
You're 20. Okay, so you're only a year younger than me. Yeah, you know. Oh, you probably saw like the best of it, man. When did you start high school? What year did you start high school? You were probably right where.
Like 2009, I guess.
Oh my God!
I graduated in 2013.
Yeah, you probably saw the absolute worst of like the scene.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was like at its peak whenever I was involved in it.
But like
I
the thing about
I was in
you.
metal bands too. That's the thing.
Oh
so we had
God!
we had the same background.
Wow, that's something though. How many discussions have you had like all those times like, oh yeah, man, I was in metal band and this was terrible, like this happened. Like if you had like your rants about when you were in the bands.
Yeah, we've been
to
more
each other.
freaked out about how similar our lives have been. Like
Yeah,
that's so
a
much
lot of
shit
weird-
that's like exactly like the same things we've been through.
Gotcha. So okay, what about these guys on TikTok that like I see these like big conventions and everything where they get these girls, teenage girls will go there and they will get one hug from these guys and they will pay so much money for these like 15-year-old boys. That's not an e-boy, no, or is that an e-boy?
I mean, there might be like one or two like e-boys in there, but it's like just it's so easy for guys. They just like literally put the camera there, put a song, and they're like, and then they're like viral. Like,
yep, literally. No, because when I was a kid, I remember there was that guy Cameron Dallas that was like really big when I was.
God,
yeah, you probably remember that, you know. And he was this huge deal. It was like, and I'm like, what the hell does he do? And I don't think anybody could like really put a finger on it.
No.
They were just like, they're like, well, he does, you know. I'm like, yeah, but what does he actually do?
That
Like,
was me talking about DJ Khaled yesterday.
yeah, I met him. I've seen him before. I've seen him in person. I bumped into him. I bumped into him at round 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. There's an actual picture of me. I looked like a freak show that time. I needed a haircut, so I won't pull it out. But I saw him there. And Trinidad James, you remember him? Do you know him?
Yeah, he's from
All
Atlanta.
gold, everything?
Yeah.
Yep, he was there as well. And it was like the weirdest thing. Like you listen, when Trinidad James like walked in the door, this is like still when he was like on the Calm Down from his All Gold Everything song. DJ Khaled looked at him and was like, oh my God, this son of a bitch. Like I'm going to have to promise him shit I don't want. I'm like, oh, you know. And I've been there, even with this small little podcast that I have. Like, you'll have, like, these cringe rappers I'll just bump into in public and, like, oh, yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah. It's a real thing. So, wait. So, that's not an e-boy. What about, okay, are e-girls and e-boys, like, a perfect fit, then? Or are they not? Are they a little bit different?
They go hand in hand.
They're like the same thing.
Yeah, they're like the same thing.
It's just the boy and girl version of the same thing.
Oh. Okay, so, wait, do you see... Is it a big thing, like, where you have e-girl, e-boy couples on TikTok and they'll be doing songs together, or is it, like, the one person?
It's usually one. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you see like more than one TikToker. I don't know. They do like collabs or whatever, but
Oh my god,
I
they have
don't know.
collabs. Like they're like, let's TikTok together
I
today.
did a TikTok where I don't know. I did it where I was like, I dressed up as like an e-girl.
Oh.
And everyone like freaked out. They were like, you need to do this more. I got so many. I was like, oh no, like no.
What did you pull out to do an e-girl?
So I have this like hoodie and it's like half black and half orange.
Oh yeah.
I put that on. I put a ton of chains on. And I did my makeup all like dark and everything. I wore a beanie. And then I just wore some like ripped jeans and stuff. And then I put like the e-boy music or whatever on there.
Wait, what song did you go for?
It was like, baby, I'm a bad boy. I'ma hurt you. I need a therapist.
Oh, God.
I did that. I don't even know what it's called, but like.
Shit. I got a theory, though.
I just did some like weird shit like in front of the camera and
Right.
everyone freaked out.
Yeah.
You know what I think the e-boy thing stemmed from?
What do you think?
I think it stemmed from Lil Peep.
Peep.
I think that's what influenced it because that's kind of
Yeah,
like
it's
his
something to do
style.
with it, yeah.
And then I think like all the Peep stands are what kind of like evolved into like the e-boy.
And then the younger kids started seeing that, and they're like,
Yeah.
that's like, because when I think of like an e-boy, I think of someone who's probably like 15 to like 18 maybe. Like they can't, like I'm probably a little bit too old to be honest with you. I don't think I'm an e-boy, you know what I mean? You know, but you know how I think these people blow up? Okay, this is my theory. So I think women are much, like, just in general, are like a much more like good-looking group of people than men. Okay, like men, like if you took the average man, and you took the average woman, like the average woman would just be like way like more gorgeous than like the average man. Like there's there's more ugly dudes than ugly girls, right? So when you find these guys who have the absolute, like they have like the goddess features that so many women have. Like that's why all the girls will go to like that one person because they're a rarity. They're like a diamond. Whereas with women, there might be like, for every one of those guys, there might be like 20, 30 women. That's my theory. I think they're just a little bit, you know, because we don't give a shit. Like we just sit there, like, you know, some days I'll have those like stereotypical boy, like I don't know if the guys in your band is like, I'll just watch football, eat Doritos. What else?
That's
would I
literally
do?
me.
my shower.
Really? Oh no, I shower every day. Once in 7th grade happened, and like I decided, you know what, it's a shower in the morning type of thing. I got all my bullshit. Like I can't shower without, like I have to shower in the morning. If I don't, I'll freak out.
I wish I was like that. I mean, I'll like freak out, like, and I'll be like, oh my god, I didn't shower like for 2 days, and then I'll be like, I won't do it. Like, I'll be too lazy.
What's like the longest you've gone without showering? Like lately, not when you were a kid. like within the past maybe 10 years.
4 days.
4 days? You actually know it was 4
But
days?
I can
Were you sick?
do that.
Oh, you can do
I don't
it?
know. I just don't.
You just don't feel like doing it.
I just don't feel like doing it. Like,
Yeah. You're not one of the people that like gets like in the like some people love the bathtub. Like that's like a damn near hobby for some people. They're like, "Oh yeah, I get this nice bath bomb," like, you know, and
She
everything.
talks about wanting a bath like all the time.
That's what you do in Miami though. Like you get a place and you get a place with like a bathtub, and don't you like go and you know sit in the bath there?
But I won't take a bath if there's no like bath bomb. Like you need
Just
the.
take a bath for no reason.
You need like you need a bath bomb. Like if you're gonna take a bath, you need it to be like bright orange or something. Like
Oh, bright orange.
I don't know. Like
You wouldn't
like,
want pink? Like goddamn.
my hair will dye. Like it'll turn the water pink.
Oh,
like
already?
It always does.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it always does.
Mhm. I'm guessing you haven't taken a bath in a long time.
I have probably not taken a bath since like elementary school.
Same, yeah. No, like I just, you know, for guys,
can't imagine,
it's
like-
crazy. I'm not kidding. He knows this to be true. Every guy knows this to be true. Once your mom says take a shower, that's it. That's it.
You never
You're
go
never
back.
going back. You're taking a shower. That's the way you're bathing for like the rest of your life.
can you imagine like sitting in a bathtub? Right
No,
now?
no.
I could not imagine.
I could
that
not.
Honestly, makes me feel uncomfortable. To
It
even
really
think about
does,
it.
yeah. Like, what am I supposed to do? Like, all naked and just be like
yeah,
this? Like,
and
what
I
the
feel
fuck?
like I just look down and like see my hairy legs in the bathtub and just be like, oh, this is fucking weird.
This is fucking whack. Like,
That's why you have a bath bomb, so you can't like look in the water and be like.
No, that can't be the
like-
reason why they have bath bombs. They take pictures of like, they have girls who'll take pictures of before they even get in. They'll take pictures of the bathtub. You know, it's obviously for the aesthetic. You know what I'm saying? Tumblr's ruined the world. We'll just put it that way. Like, Tum. Oh my god. This is kind of going on a tangent. Open mic. Shout out what you want to shout out. Do your thing.
Thanks for having me.
Of
That's
course.
probably, like, the first thing I should say. And then, I guess just check out my social medias. My Instagram is Jules Walcott. YouTube's Jules Walcott. Everything's pretty much Jules Walcott.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where can they find you?
Instagram, YouTube, everything, Spotify, SoundCloud. Everything is under Milrose Music, so Milrose Music.
Oh, I'm gonna have to check this music out. We might have to do a Milrose podcast, man. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun time. If it goes anything like this, we'll just have you two flip.
Yeah,
And we'll just continue our ridiculous conversations that we're having, you know? Yeah, of course. Well, thank you all for coming out, for sure. And thank you guys for watching. All Jules' fans. Oh, wait. I got one more question. Oh, two more things to say. One, is Jules Walcott actually your birth name?
It's Juliet.
Julie. Okay, so it's all right.
Yeah, it's close.
Pretty close.
It's close.
Okay, it's pretty close. And second, she had a quote that I liked a lot. You had the bikini quote, the bikini quote picture, where you were like, you know, you can get this many damn likes, you know, posting a bikini, but, you know, having somebody chase their dream. That is so inspirational. Like, easily top 5 inspirational things I've seen on Instagram ever. You know, obviously I've never been in a bikini before, but, you know. But, yeah, definitely, like, this is, I co-sign these two for sure. They're awesome. They're super talented. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys all for listening. Follow me, SKBNITG. Thank you for everybody who is behind the camera helping us out today. And, yeah, bye-bye, everybody.
Dreams and demons every night. Younger, I'm just trying, working too